let's just shoot the rehearsal, which he liked to do. So we get up there, and you guys probably know the lines better than I do, but it starts something like this. I think Fezzik says to Montoya, I wonder how long before it takes effect. And that's about the miracle pill, right? And I think Montoya says, your guess is as good as mine. And then I come to and I say, I'll fight you both together, I'll beat you both apart, something like that, right? Yeah? And then Fezzik says, I guess not very long. Like that, right? Well, he didn't get to the word long when he let out the most monumental fart. No, this was a giant's fart. Not a giant fart, a giant's fart. 450 pounds worth of gas coming out. Somebody timed it. It lasted 16 seconds. For real. It was so loud. It was so loud, the sound guy lifted his headset off. The whole plywood set shook for 16 seconds. 16 seconds for a minute. It was honestly, it was incredible. It was so, to this day, I still have tinnitus in one ear. And you know what's so funny, in England, you know, it's so great. Here in the States, when you fart, somebody was like, dude, open the window, man, you know, it's not right. In England, when someone farts, they all get very weird. They're like, oh, is it raining? Very weird about it, you know. But in this case, it was so loud, the fart, you could be heard in Beijing, that when it was over, after 16 seconds, there was absolute silence. I mean, honestly, all the birds stopped, everything. It was like that scene in the film where he goes, everybody move, you know, and everybody just stops. It was like that, exactly like that. And Rob Reiner broke the silence. It was literally 30 seconds of shock from everybody, shock and awe, right? And Rob said this is what he said, I'll never forget. He goes, hey, Andre, you okay? And you know what Andre said? I am now, boss. Can't make that up. Can't make that up. Crazy.
We should take a quick second just to say that there's HBO just did a really great documentary about Andre the Giant.
That's true.
And so, yeah, if you want to hear more crazy Andre stories, I recommend that. Check it out.
Definitely.
There was just so many great actors and characters in that film.
Yeah. Great cast.
Wallace Shawn,
Wally, Billy Crystal, Chris Guest.
I hear, and of course, the CD, that character, now that the line, you're inconceivable, that's like one of the key lines, that and, you know, my name is Inigo Montoya, right?
Right.
Those are the two main lines from that. But I've heard that Wally Shawn was he was kind of nervous about it.
He was nervous. He was afraid, believe it or not, Wally, Jeff, was afraid of being fired too.
Really?
Yeah, which is so weird because I don't know if any of you know Wally Shawn. You know him
Yes.
from this film, but you know his work at all? Any of you? He did.
Yeah.
He's a playwright.
Yes.
He's written a lot.
Woo.
He wrote My Dinner with Andre, and he's a wonderful playwright. He's a scholar. He speaks like 3 languages. Writes essays. He teaches American and English literature. In fact, while we were shooting, he was invited to go up to Oxford and Cambridge, and he told me, he goes, I make a lot of money doing this. You know, he literally gets invited to go and speak, and he's really, I mean, he's perfectly cast in this role, right? Of Vizzini, because, you know, when he says, you know, Socrates, morons, it's true. When it comes out of his mouth, you believe it, you know? Aristotle, Socrates. Anyway, so he gets to the set. I only had the one scene with him, which is the Battle of Wits, right? And I'm out there in the moors with him, and I see him sweating. And in England, the temperature never gets above like 20, you know? And I'm thinking, why is this man, you know, always the smartest guy in the room? Why is he sweating over this little scene? I know he has most of the dialogue, but he's a playwright, an author, and a scholar, and a Fulbright scholar, I think. And I'm thinking, why is he sweating over this little scene? Well, I didn't know at the time that he thought he was going to be fired. His agent had told him, I found this out later, his agent had told him that he wasn't the first choice for the role. Isn't that amazing? I know, if there are any agents out there, don't tell your clients that. It's not a good thing to tell an actor, because he was convinced that he was actually standing in for another actor. his agent had told him the real person that Rob Reiner wanted was Danny DeVito. And he took it to heart. I know, isn't that awful?
Oh.
And poor guy, he was wandering around the set. He would go up to Chris Guest. He goes, "Well, I'm just standing in for Danny. You know, I didn't even unpack my bag. You know, I'm just, you know, standing in." And we're like, everybody was like, "What are you talking about?" You know. He went up to Rob Reiner and he goes, "Why'd you cast me in this role? I'm not even a Sicilian. I'm a Jew from New York. Why'd you cast me?" And Rob said, "Because you're funny. When you laugh, your whole face turns red. It's funny." And to this day, I don't think he realizes how great he is in that role. And I know it's inconceivable, right? But check it out. He told me, he goes, "Cary, you got it very lucky. You know, you have those 3 words, 'as you wish,' which means I love you." He said, "You don't understand. I hear inconceivable probably 500 times a day." He goes, "If I drop my keys, if I miss an elevator, if somebody beats me to a cab, if they close the gate at the airport, that's what I hear." So if you walk up to Wally and you say that word to him, don't be shocked if he's completely nonplussed by it. Because he turns to me and goes, "You know, the strange thing, Cary, is that every time someone says it to me, they think I'm hearing it for the first time." So don't be put out if he doesn't respond or say it to you anymore. But anyway, he's a wonderful man, and I had a lovely time working with him. Yeah.
That's so surprising. It's impossible to imagine anybody else in that role.
Inconceivable.
Saying that. I remember him actually before that from Heaven Help Us, where he actually played a very similar character. It was a comedy about a Catholic boys' school where he was
right. That's right.
priest and headmaster, and he had lines that were a similar kind of character.
He's a wonderful actor.
You mentioned Billy Crystal too. Wow.
Yes, Billy. How great is Billy?
Yeah.
What was it like working with Billy Crystal?
Well, I grew up, by the way, in England, and but I got a chance to come to the States when I was about 5, and we grew up in England where we had 2 TV channels. 2. Can you believe that? I know it's hard to imagine. That's how old I am. But when I got to the States at 5, you guys already had 100 channels. 100. That blew my tiny bourgeois mind wide open. You know, and I couldn't believe it. My parents were so happy because